In our previous journey, we established that the sacred dates and sites of the Nazarite movement are not random traditions. They are the blueprints of a restored ancient science. Isaiah Shembe understood that there is no boundary between the spiritual and the mundane. God is not a distant visitor confined to church walls on a Sunday. The divine is a rhythmic, biological reality living within your very cells. This science is the oldest in human history. Here, in the Lebombo Mountains of Swaziland, about 150 kilometers from the foot of Shembe's holy mountain, humanity's oldest mathematical artifact was discovered, the Lebombo Bone, dating back over 35,000 years. This 29-notched lunar calendar proves that the inhabitants of southern Africa were the first to track the 29.5-day cycle of the moon. They weren't just tracking the sky, they were tracking the sacred oil within. They knew that the quality of these 29 days determined the quality of the man. Today, we decode a hugely important part of that cycle. The 14th, the day of the mother, the secret of the house of bread. To understand the 14th, we must follow the 13-day journey that precedes it. In the first 13 days of the month, the germ of life, the milk, is released from the brain. As it travels down the spinal highway, it acts as a magnet, absorbing the minerals of your nutrition and the bread of your emotional experiences. This seed is in a liquid state, highly sensitive to your internal climate. If you spend these 13 days in strife, anger, or worry, you turn the milk sour. Your internal atmosphere determines the quality of the substance before it can ever be birthed into spirit. This is your anatomical Bethlehem, a Hebrew word meaning the house of bread. Scientifically, this is the solar plexus. After its 13-day journey, the seed is baked by the internal heat of your abdominal brain. This is why Nazarite dietary law is a clinical necessity, not just a rule. Alcohol shocks the nerves of the plexus, and pork introduces high acidity and toxins. If the oven is polluted, the seed is scorched. It dies in your Bethlehem, and the chance for regeneration is lost for another month. Number 14 is the frequency of incubation, of death and rebirth. When Shembe was called to the holy mountain, he stayed for 14 days in a state of absolute purity. In the ancient mysteries, Isis, the divine mother, gathered the 14 pieces of Osiris to reconstruct the father so the son could be born. On the 14th, the married women of the Nazarites gather to put back the pieces of the nation. They provide the spiritual heat at the exact moment the seed reaches maturity. They are the guardians of the bread. The science is precise. 95% of your serotonin, the hormone of stability, is produced in the gut and solar plexus. But the seed faces an internal enemy, King Herod, or the survival brain. Stress and lust cause the adrenals to dump cortisol, turning your solar plexus into a rigid, reactive state of fear. To save the child, the mothers gather to shift the nation's chemistry. Through the pituitary gland, they trigger oxytocin, the hormone of love and peace. Their prayer creates the serotonin stability and oxytocin warmth needed to ensure the seed matures perfectly for the next stage of the journey. The journey doesn't end at maturity. After being raised by the men on the 23rd and pulled by the maidens on the 25th, the oil reaches the cerebellum, the tomb. For 2.5 to 3 days, it remains here. This is the exact time the moon spends in your zodiac sign each month. This biological reality is the origin of the 3-day resurrection. This refinement transforms the 29.5-day Lebombo cycle into the 33-day Christ cycle, the 13th month of the Ethiopian calendar. The oil is transmuted from liquid to light, escaping the tomb to strike the pineal gland. In this divine engine, there is no hierarchy, only synergy. The mothers, the men, and the maidens are 3 vital organs of a single living body. But now that the bread is baked, it must face the shadows. In our next video, we leave the warmth of Bethlehem and enter Egypt, the lower realms of the body. Join us as we decode the 23rd, the gates of Egypt. Witness the battle of the men as they attempt to pump the sacred oil back to the light. Prepare for the Exodus. I am the biological altar. If this video has struck a chord with you, please like, share, subscribe, and consider supporting this mission. Every contribution helps us bring the science of being to the world. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description.